Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Story Healinghood podcast. I'm your host, Shamara Ali. Guys, it's finally happening. It is here. I have started this podcast and I'm going to need your support. Like, for real. I am super nervous to be starting this, but I am super happy to be doing this. I will say, I feel like this is my purpose to a certain degree to be able to get in front of people and share my story and help people understand that life is crazy. Life is chaotic. Okay. The only way that we can get through this is by helping each other. Like, seriously, we can help each other through just telling stories, telling our version of what happened, and you're able to break through to the other side sometimes to somebody else. And who knows, you might say something that resonates with an individual and they never seen it from that point of view. I don't know. I don't know. That's what we're here to find out. So, the whole reason why I really started this podcast was for self improvement. Um, I went on a journey of self improvement and it has been real. It really has been real. It is one of the hardest things that you will ever do, like in life, next to raising a child. That is also very hard to do. I'm talking about like mentally what's hard for you to do, not like what's physically hard for you to do, because we all know physical is totally different. But mentally and psychologically is what's going to keep you here in the long run. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. Um, my story is, anybody who knows me, you know that I am a very caring and nice individual, but I can have a temper. And if you act up, then you will find out. But all aside, I really do care about the overall well being of everybody in my circle, anybody who's willing to take a chance on me, anybody who's willing to listen to this voice and look at this face. um, More than that, I hope that you're able to get a message from what I'm presenting to you guys. Because after all, we're here for healing. So let's let the healing begin. I do have some notes here. Okay. I know that's like, oh, it's so unprofessional, but like, this is my first rodeo. And we're going to be a little bit unprofessional every now and then, until I can really get what I want down. So there will be lots of trials and errors, but that's fine. It's a growing progress. So everybody's first something wasn't the best, but you keep doing it, you're going to see that it's going to be worth it. And these videos is going to be a testimony to it. That's why when I decided to do the podcast, I just didn't want to do audio because I wanted you to see where I started and how far we've gone together on this journey. Not just me personally, but for you if you're watching this, and for you if you're hearing this. This is for all of us. Okay? So, it's for all of us because we all need guidance. I just wanted to I didn't want to say it's all for us because we all are crazy and we all need to just heal from the inside. No, 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 no. It's because we all need guidance. Humans need guidance from being a child. Like, you need guidance in your life. You need to be taught something. Something has to be put inside of you and cultivated. And there's nothing better to do that than yourself. And that's why you got to slowly, day by day, improve yourself. And like I tell many of the people that I work with, you just got to improve yourself 1% every day. That's it, just 1%. Nobody's asking the whole world of you, just 1%. And if you can't do that today, well, hopefully you don't go backwards tomorrow. Just listen to me. Just come here and, let it all out. Let us understand what's going on here. Um, for this podcast, I will be doing lots of interviews because there's something intoxicating and infectious around people, like just being around people. Maybe just for me being around people, I like to just infect people with a good spirit and a good time. That brings me to this. I originally wanted to do this podcast for, I feel like it's my purpose, but I also feel like I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for clout. And Lord, if anybody knows me, you know I'm not doing this for attention. I definitely am not doing this for attention. Like, I don't have a TikTok or nothing like that. And you'll never see me have a TikTok neither. So if you're like, oh, I wonder if I can see her on TikTok. No. No. Okay. You're not gonna get that chance unless somebody like copy and paste me and put me on TikTok. Then, hey, we're gonna be doing TikTok, y'all. But no, I'm not really into all that like technology. I have Instagram, I have Facebook. I'm more active on Facebook than anything just because most of my family members are on Facebook. So that's where I be. But I do be on Instagram because I feel like that's the new age of where we're moving to. I'm not really big on Twitter. I got super confused when I was on Twitter. So I'm like, hey, Twitter's not for you. Okay? Twitter's not for everybody. And Twitter's definitely not for me. Which is fine. So YouTube, I'm gonna be more active on YouTube, like I said, posting videos and doing shout outs because let me tell y'all something. This is not easy. This is so not easy. I thought because I was a watcher, I was a content consumer. I consumed hella content because I was like, people be having good things to say. I like people's point of views, like mine, and all that stuff. And I'm like, they make it look so easy. I could just get, a microphone and get in front of a camera and just start talking and doing all type of no. It's hard. It's harder than it looks. I have so much respect for all the content creators because originally, I didn't consider myself as a content creator. I just was like, I'm going to do, podcasting, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'm not going to really dive into being a content creator, I'm like, I'm just going to stick to just doing podcast because I just want what I got to say get out, Wait, what I want to say get out. I think I did say that. I don't know. But anyway, that's really why I was like, I don't really want to, become a content creator. I didn't want to have to influence people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have influence over people because I feel like that's a really powerful thing to have over anybody. And I want you to have influence over yourself. I've never been a follower, which is another reason why I kind of couldn't get with Instagram because I'm not too much of a follower. But hey, I can lead us into something great. So that's how I feel like you can be too. You can lead yourself into something great. You just have to be guided into something great, something bigger than yourself, And with that, it's going to provide you with a sense of inner peace. Self-reflections, self-accountability and self-reassurance is going to provide you with a inner peace that no person can feel for you. Honestly, the only thing that could fill that inner peace void is a higher power. I'll just say God. But if you don't believe in God, then a higher power, because some people don't believe in God. Some people's God, I'm pretty sure, is Satan. I think that's what a Satanist is, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not too sure. But hey, whoever you believe in that's greater than yourself, that's what I'm talking about. That's gonna help you fulfill that void. I want to be able to help you heal yourself, and bring that forth into full fruition for you to be able to cope with who you are and be a better you for yourself, not for anybody else. It's for you. It's to help heal you because you are a person who can control yourself. And when you realize that you hold the control, then you have to work hard to set yourself free. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. I have not always been this girl. I have not always been this girl. I a few years ago was pushing 258 pounds almost. I stepped on a scale at my family house and I was like, Jesus, what is going on here? I was so hurt. Now, granted, I just had a child. I still did not feel like that was an excuse to be like, oh, I'm, overweight and I'm unhappy and uncomfortable with myself. So my brother pushed me to go to the gym and push me to be more productive and active in my life, especially like physically. So it took some time, y'all. It's been about 3.5 years on this journey. And I wouldn't change it for nothing. I mean, there's times I couldn't walk. I was tired. I was crying. I was mentally like, what the heck? But I persevered through that, and you can too. What they say is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Oh no, what doesn't kill you will leave you sick. That's what it is. So you have to make sure that you are not sick, okay? Because being able to heal yourself is being able to take care of yourself to prevent yourself from being sick and having real bad illnesses. Not like I talked about, my sister and my mother both passed away from lupus. My mother passed away in 2018. My sister passed away in 2009. My sister was 23 years old. My mother was 54 years old. So it is important to me to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. We're not overstressed. We're not stressing about the world. We're not stressing about things that we cannot control. You can control yourself. You can control your health. You can control your mind. You cannot control other people. And that is a tough pill to swallow, especially when you got kids. Like I got kids and I'd be like, you just want to make sure that you want the best for them. And it's hard to do that because you're like, I don't want to control them. But at the end of the day, if you know what's best, then you know what's best. And it might seem like you're being a little bit, controlling, but you'll be all right. Like those kids will be all right. They'll thank you when they get older. Because my mother was super strict, super spiritually like strict. And there's a lot of things she didn't let me do, like stay the night over at friend's house when I was a teenager. My mom was not going for that. My mom was like, I know people getting babies out there. You're getting babies and you ain't finna bringing no babies back to my house. So I could not do that. So I'm like, oh, okay. Was why I was like, I hate this. I want to be like, the rest of the teenagers and I can't do this. I want to be out doing wild stuff. I want to be a city girl. And my mom was like, no, you're gonna be a lady. You're gonna be a girl. We're gonna teach you how to be a lady, a girl. We're gonna teach you how to be a wife. So those things were important to me. And like I said, I thought she was being strict and I was like, I hate this. And now that I'm here and I'm 30 something years old, I guess I don't have a problem saying my age. I'm 32. But yeah, I look back and I'm so grateful that my mom had that foresight of protection to be able to protect me against things that I was not able to see because I was young. Period. Moving on. I just want to say that for the most part, I will be doing like, some one-on-one things like this, especially if you guys like this, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you don't want to do none of that stuff, that's also cool. You can also just share what you're seeing right now. You could just let somebody know what you're seeing right now just to show your support. I am a non-profit, so every person that I bring on here for an interview, all the production stuff like that, I am covering it myself. And I do sometimes get some grants or whatever like that, but for the most part, I am just a 3-person production, but I do mostly everything myself. Like I've mostly figured out everything myself, and I work very, very hard. So any donations is accepted, but I'm not doing this for the money. Like if I was doing anything for some money, you already know. I probably we're not going to talk about that because this is not what this is here for. So I'm going to just move on to the next topic. Like I said, I will be interviewing people. I low-key love to interview people. I love it. I love to listen to other people's stories and examine all the information that they have given me and seeing what I can learn from this and apply it to my life and how I can learn from this and share it with other people. So somebody else who might come across the same situation and scenario, I love to be able to contribute a story or a lesson that I was told through asking the right questions at the right time to the right person. I get pleasure in that. In that. So, I'm gonna have all type of people on here. Now, I live in Illinois, so I will be, for the most part, sticking to people that live in Illinois in my local community. I have a barrage of network of people who I am going to have on here, and some people are friends, some people are family, some people I agree with, some people I disagree with, some people I don't know them at all. Like, I'm pretty sure they will be a stranger, but I am still here to listen to them and get their full story and ask the questions. I feel like asking questions is really important because I feel like with the right questions, you get the right information. I feel like information is, I'm not going to say, I feel like it is. I know information is one of the purposes of human existence. Okay? Like, for real. Let me say that again because I don't know if y'all really understood me saying this, but yeah. Knowledge and getting information is a part of every single human being's purpose. It is part of your purpose. I feel like humans have multiple purposes. I feel like we're one of the creatures that are able to exercise multiple purposes. And being able to get that information will change your life. Information changes people's life for sure, especially information about themselves. Why do you think psychics and palm readers and stuff like that are so popular? They're not popular just now. They're not popular just 20 years ago. They're not just a trend. They're one of the oldest professions that people have not had to go to college for, but yet we're pretty wise and accurate in knowing and doing. There's just something in us as humans that just like want to be able to have a deeper unconscious but conscious talk with ourselves to figure out really who are we. And I mean, not every single human is going to be that self-aware to be able to conjure up that inner being, but that's what I'm here for. I want to help you conjure up that dormant inner being and ask them the questions about yourself, to reflect on yourself, to define yourself. Because you knowing who you are is going to be better for everybody. It's not going to be better for just society. It's going to be better for everybody. It's going to be better for everybody in your house, everybody in your family, everybody at your school, everybody in your church, synagogue, mosque, Masonic temple. What do you call it? What do you call it? I'm not gonna even go there. I was gonna say like satanic temple, but I don't. I'm so done. I'm so done with that. But yeah, it's just a part of who we are, and I feel like we need to dig deep to get it out. And when you do dig deep to pull this treasure out of you, not only will you have it, you're able to share it with other people. And that's what I'm doing right here, right now with you guys. I feel like this is my purpose. And it's weird because I'm not used to talking in front of a camera. I feel like my eyes are like all over the place. Like, oh, I don't know if I should be looking there or in there. But hey, I'm just, going with the flow. I am just being my crazy self. And anybody who knows me, I get crazy. But I like to have a good time. And that's also what healing is about. Healing isn't about just taking yourself serious and no, healing is about enjoying the moment. It's about having a good time. You live only once. Like that's the life lesson of my life is you live only once. And I'm going to have a good time doing whatever I do. Okay? Like, I'm going to have a good time. I have a good time at work. I don't care if I'm having a bad day, people piss me off, whatever. I got cut off in traffic. I'm still going to have a good time. I'm still going to sing that song that I want to sing. I'm going to have a good time still. I'm going to smile. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to think positive thoughts because there's people here. There's people who are not here who don't get to have that opportunity. And I feel like there's people who has blessed me with enough life, knowledge, and self-awareness to be able to have this conversation with you guys. And I really hope that you get something out of this because I need you to. That's what my purpose is. I feel like this is what it's supposed to be. So I need you to get something out of this, even if it's just a smile here or there, whatever. I feel like I always want to try to add value to my podcast by being able to share inspiration that I have gotten from other podcasts. Not necessarily podcasts, it's just other content creators. The top content creator, of course, is DOG God. I'm gonna try to thank God in every episode, but forgive me if I don't. But I will try. I will try. Okay. There's just a couple influences out there. I would say they're more like YouTube channels that I really, really vibe with. And I feel like they motivate me to be on this path of wanting to be better for myself. And these YouTube channels, I'm going to just give them a little shout out real quick. I don't even know if I can do this, but hey, if you see this and you hear this, I mean nothing but good. And I just want to bring more people to your platforms because I feel like you are doing good. And I feel like the goodness should be shared to more people. So if you are listening to this or you see this, shout me out too. I want to get shout out too. Okay. I'm trying to make it like y'all a little bit. I'm just trying to really more reach people, more people. I'm not trying to like make it big, but I'm just trying to reach more people. So I wanted to thank the Far From Weak platform. It's one of those like male masculine platforms. I really like some of the male masculine content creators. I feel like they're not so much drama, and they really get to the point, and some of the information that they get is pretty accurate. So is Eternalize. Eternalize is like a psychology channel on YouTube, and they have some really awesome art and visuals, and they really make you think about yourself, like consciously and unconsciously. I really, really vibe with that thinking outside the box type thing. I also have Alux on here. Alux, go there where the future billionaires get inspired. They really give me the motivation to just get up and do the work. Okay. They will help you get out of a certain kind of thinking when you're thinking like my circumstances are going to dictate who I am. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. In the words of Sharp, no, they're not. So don't even do it to yourself. Another channel, which is another like male manosphere type channel. I know like people be like, yeah, manosphere, but sometimes they be having some good information on there. And I be fact checking people's research. I am one of those. I am one of those. If I see you put something on there, oh, you did, let me go see if the Washington Post really said that, or if it really was, the FDA who said that. I am one of those people. And you know what? Manosphere Daily Highlights be having some of the most accurate and hurtful but very true stats. And y'all need to check them out. Like, they are amazing. They're one of those channels where, of course, I don't agree with 100% everything that they put out there, but it's worth checking out. The information definitely has changed my point of view on lots of things, especially dating. Dating itself will be like a whole couple videos. I might actually have to take like a whole podcasting chapter out just on dating. I just feel like the dating for podcasts is so saturated right now. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on making you a better person so you would want to date you and so other people will want to date you. But let's not even think about dating. Let's just focus on us right now. Another YouTube channel that I love really makes you think about everything that we're exposed to and everything that we're going on. And I'm a big person of history. So a lot of the historical facts that this channel be spitting out be accurate. And I can get behind it. It is The Moon on YouTube. Check them out. They're good. I have 2 podcasts here. I want to shout out real quick. One shout out is to the Poor Man's Podcast. I guess he's like a ex-professional rugby black man who's married. He's a podcaster. He is also another one who's, I think he says he's like in the red pill space, but I'm not 100% sure. To me, he's just in the masculine man space. I really don't stick to the terms red pill, blue pill. You're either in the masculine space for men or you in the masculine space to educate women. Either way, you're there for educational purposes for somebody. So I feel like he does a really good job of explaining families and explaining certain situations and things like that. So check him out if you can. And another person I want to shout out is the Whatever Podcast with Brian. It's more so a dating podcast. He has like OF girls on there talking a bunch of crazy stuff, and it's just interesting content. Interesting content. He kind of has like a nice format for his, but I mean, some of the stuff that they talk about is really like degrading and debaucherous. So you really have to know if that's what you want to dive into when you check him out. So I'm putting up a disclaimer for that. Okay. The other 3 people, they are actual people, authors. They might have like a YouTube channel or podcast or something. Really, I got to them. Well, I got to these first 2 through their books. The first one was Miss Nora Vincent. The Self-Made Man book has totally changed my perspective on being a woman and putting yourself in the shoes of a man. It is raw material for empathy towards a man. And shout out to Miss Nora Vincent. I know that she's no longer with us, so I should say RIP to you. Rest peacefully. Another person, two people, I guess, that weren't on this list originally, but I'm gonna shout them out right now because to me they're like fatherly figures. Is Elijah Muhammad, peace be unto him, and also Kevin Samuels, peace be unto him. And I'm gonna leave it at that. If you want to come for me, you can come for me. I am so ready for the smoke. So, Mr. Robert Greene. I love Mr. Robert Greene. I am so passionate about his books and him as an author. He does a wonderful job. Like, you guys need to check out all his books. Ladies, if you want to up your game, you need to check out The Art of Seduction. Men, if you really want to know the game, you need to check out the 33 Strategies of War. And everybody, if you're listening to this podcast, you are really searching for like some concrete novelty work to do on yourself, and work that you can do on yourself, and also how you can view others and how you can know how others view you, you need to check out The Laws of Human Nature. It is probably my second favorite book out of his. I read it over and over again. It's one of those books that I keep in my repertoire of reading. Like, I will never stop reading that book because there's always something new you can get from that book, even if you read the same chapter over and over again. There's always new perspective to be gained from that book. And if you can't tell, I'm a bookworm. I'm a worm. So check him out. Like, seriously, he is life changing. And last but certainly not least, I did not mean to do that. Last but not least, I don't even know how I want to get into this because I don't want to be canceled before I even got started, but I just want to shout out to Candace Owens. Yeah, I know, y'all. I know. My girl Candace. For her, it's really about the opportunity. I don't know if many people are going to see this or even hear this. I don't really care. But I just know that Candace Owens is a Black woman who has a platform. And she was on the Daily Wire, and she recently got fired. I'm thinking this past week or something like that. And I want to shout out to Candace because I don't agree with a lot of stuff that she say. And, she's got some issues, you know what I'm saying? But they're not like issues that we can't work with and we can't overlook. She's a good woman. I do think that, in my personal opinion, Candace Owens is close to the same age as my older sister. And Candace Owens honestly reminds me of my sister a whole lot. Some of the ideologies and the views and some of the stuff that they say, I just be like, oh my gosh, like, why would you say that for anybody to hear you? But you did that. So, hey, so I do mess with her though. I do mess with her. And I feel like her being taken off of the Daily Wire at this particular time when I'm coming to fruition with my podcast, I feel like is an opportunity that is given to me. And I'm thankful for that opportunity. Even though she got fired, I feel like she knew what she was doing in the whole process. And like I said, everything is a learning experience. So shout out to you, Candace. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, you guys. I can't believe 33 minutes have went by this fast. I can kind of get used to this, you guys. At first, I didn't know if I could, but now I know that I can. So I like to finish up all my episodes with a Shamara's final thought or a prescription I would like to prescribe. And I guess it would be just for like a starter, a little appetizer to this podcast. And the appetizer really is just the golden rules, you guys. Let's remember the golden rules. Let's never forget them. Let's do unto others as we would want done to us. Because with that, we are able to have real appreciation for who we are. We're able to love who we are. When we love who we are, we're able to love others. So through that, I want to create a ripple effect of positivity and goodness. And I want to develop a type of karma that is going to come back to not only you guys tenfold, but also me. I hope that you guys are able to really do an inner reflection through this journey. And I hope you guys take it easy on me. I can take some pretty good constructive criticism. So I hope you guys can leave a comment down below, leave something good and leave something bad. Tell me what I can improve on. I know my lighting here is like not the best. And I hope that the audio is doing better. But it's just a start. And we all got to start somewhere. And I just had to get this out to you guys because, like I said, I feel like this is my purpose. And I will talk to you guys soon. Be out for the next video. I will probably have somebody in there that I'm interviewing, and it's going to be a special guest. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned to figure out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.